One local author has another call of her own. Tower Grove Park continues to be an iconic destination in St. Louis. Still, some might forget its charm. Now, one local author is looking to shine appreciation on everything these STL treasure brings to the community. Malik Wilson is joining us live this morning to introduce to the writer behind the book in her effort to bring more attention to the destination. And Malik, I'm so happy to hear the book club's a go.
For sure, yes. So listen. Being an outsider here in St. Louis, you're always hearing about Forest Park and, some other parks, but Tower Grove isn't usually one I typically hear about. I'm not from here, again. So this book right here, I believe, will give me a little bit of insight on all the good stuff that I need to know, and what better person to tell me all about it than the author. So I am joined here with Amanda, who is the author of this book and is going to explain a little about what's on the inside.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm also not from here.
Okay.
And Henry Shaw, who gave the land for this park, wasn't from here. So
wow.
It's all about some transplant love.
Right.
He was from England, and it was the 1800s. But so he created this amazing Victorian walking park. At the time, it was way out in the country. It wasn't even in the city of St. Louis. You had to take a carriage. It was a day trip. Now it's in the middle of a lot of bustling neighborhoods. But 150 years later, it's still the best example in the whole country of a Victorian park, super well preserved, lots of cool buildings and nature spots that people can discover.
Definitely, definitely. And so I imagine that's what inspired this book. And I know that we're standing here beside a couple of ruins. So explain that a little bit.
Yeah, so the Victorians were crazy for things that seemed really old. So having ruins, fake ruins, was very fashionable. So these are not from ancient Egypt. They're left over from a hotel called the Lindell Hotel that burned down in 1867. Wow. And Henry Shaw, who knew he wanted this in his park, sent his carriage and his dude down there to get it.
Wow.
They loaded up all this rubble, and just for the price of a carriage, he brought it back here, put it back together so that it looked like, something ancient that used to be here.
Right out of Rome, right?
For sure, yeah.
Heck yeah. And so how can we get our hands on this book? And I know that you have some book signings coming up.
I do have book signings coming up. I think they've got the information for the screen, but the book is available everywhere books are sold, and the park is having a birthday bash, 150th anniversary birthday bash on October 23rd.
Yeah.
Be right here in the park. It'll be a great day, and books will be there then.
Awesome. Sounds amazing. What would you say is the best thing to read in this book? What would you say? I'm putting you on the spot here. The whole thing, right?
The whole thing. Okay, I'll say this, though. It's a lot about history, but my favorite part of the book is the end, which talks about how people use the park now, because the park was made for all people. It wasn't supposed to be for rich people, for people who own land. It was not, it's not gated. You have to have, the password to get in.
Right.
So there. Well, I mean, it does. It's very formal, but it's supposed to make you feel like, an important person, no matter who you are. So the festivals that happen here, the Tower Grove Farmers Market every week, Pride Fest, Frizz Fest, all of these great events that take place here. That, to me, is why we're still here 150 years later. So.
Exactly. And I know Frizz Fest is a really great event that happens. But all the information that you're going to need is right there on the screen. If you want to meet Amanda and get her book and signed directly by her, you guys check out the information there. All the information, as always, is there. Email as well, so you can harass her a little bit. Tell her how you feel. No, I'm just kidding.
Write a review.
Right. All right, but yes, this is amazing, Mary. This is going to be our first book. How do you feel about that?
I'm so excited. Malik, I was at the Tower Grove Farmers Market this past weekend, and my friend was visiting, and she actually asked me, what are those ruins? What do those mean? And I had no idea.
Now you know.
Now you
know. Now you know.
No, I know. It is definitely one of my favorite parks, so I will absolutely be reading that to learn a little bit more. Thanks so much for sharing.